Five things I love about America. My friends, I'm super excited for this one. I think it's a good way to start the year with some positive about the USA. But before I go into that, let me ask you for one thing. If you can leave a like, thank you so much. Is the best way to show support. Now, if you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Link for the original video in my description and let.
Hi guys and
Hey.
welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about what I love the most about America.
Okay.
But before we go right to the point, I want to give a little backstory before we start. For me, moving to America is something very special and I would have never thought moving here one day, but it gave my husband and me, he's from India, from Germany.
Okay, from India and Germany, and end up moving to America. I would say one thing: her accent. Probably you guys can spot the accent, but I can't. I mean, this seems perfect English to me. So okay, let's run it back. She's from Germany. Okay.
But it gave
To be fair, let's run it back again. I believe there is a lot of German influence in America, so the transition can be, I would say, smooth. Imagine if you move from Russia to America. I think it's quite more difficult, probably, that from Germany.
moving to America is something very special and I would have never thought moving here one day, but it gave my husband and me, he's from India, from Germany, an opportunity to be together and find a country that suits us both career-wise and language-wise. So yeah, I decided to move to America and continue my life over here, not really knowing where I would land. And I'm more than blessed to finally call this home, because this is probably one of the hardest decisions I've ever made my whole life, just leaving my family and my life back in Germany, but it was worth it. And before coming here, I would have never imagined and came to realize very quickly how big this country is and how lovely the people are. I love it over here and I'm so thankful that it gave my husband and me a home for our future together.
Oh, my friends, come on, this one. No, this almost got me emotional. That was so. She seems a bit shy, but this was very well said. And honestly, I say this from the bottom of my heart. Sometimes, not right now, but back in the day, I thought, should I go to a different country? Because, for example, in Europe, there is countries that pay quite more than Portugal. But the fact, every time I thought about that and this idea of, starting a new life in other country is quite devastating, in the sense that when you have your family, the ones you love, and a lot of people do it, right? They have to move, they have to live their life. I respect those people so much. You guys have no idea, because they are searching for different opportunities, to sacrificing sometimes their own happiness. Does this make sense to you, my friends, to potentially give a better future to the kids, to the wife, or in this case to the husband, because goes both ways. So this is kind of touching. If you really think about this, is kind of touching. And I know America is end up becoming the way it is. You guys even have an expression. I forgot the expression, but it's something that is mixed pot, something like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there is a lot of immigrants in America.
I just wanted you guys to know about this before we go to the points. Yeah.
Thank you.
Number one, everything here is big. Yes, I love this so much, even though I might take the double amount of time to get groceries done or travel, but I have so much more options and I love round trips, and traveling from state to state with a car almost feels like you're going to a different country and things totally feel different. And America has such beautiful places, beautiful landscape and beautiful buildings, and their buildings are big. And if you go grocery shopping, the stores are so huge, and I have to admit sometimes I get a little bit overwhelmed of so many options. But
to me, honestly, every time I never went to America, so that's something to have in consideration. But every time I see videos about America, it's not even the buildings or the houses, because yeah, they are big. But for me, it's the small details. You look at the parking lots. You guys have no idea, but the parking lots are tremendous. And then you look at the cars that you guys drive. That makes sense. They have to be big. I'm talking about individual places to put your car. They are so big. It's crazy.
That makes shopping fun. So yeah, everything in America is big and I love it. The next point would be the American dream. America is definitely a land of opportunities where dreams do come true, and especially where people come together. America gives entrepreneurs, businesses a bigger platform. If you have a clever idea and you're ready to work hard for it, there's so many people who will help you and chase your dreams and get successful. And that's something I feel got a little bit lost in different countries, and people don't really care what you do, or probably will talk you out of your ideas and dreams and talk you into something more safer in your career choice. But also America gives many people around the world the opportunity to live here, since English is a world language and a lot of people speak it. So yeah, it gives smart and talented people a better access to come and work here where there is no language barrier. And the
It's
best part
fair.
about America, if you're ready to work hard for it, you can make a lot of money. And
And a lot of you guys tell me that in America it's very common for people to have multiple jobs. Honestly, I think in Europe there is a better balance in terms of social life versus work life. But I also think that's one of the reasons that America has such a strong economy. People sacrifice themselves quite a lot, if that makes sense. And it's the way it is. So, for example, I guess I can speak about my personal life here. YouTube for me, I would say is a job at this point, but it's not my main job. Even though I spend a lot of time, but I still work in my normal job. So I kind of have two jobs, even though I feel like this is not fair to compare with people that have really hard jobs. I really believe it's not even a fair comparison, because at the end of the day, YouTube. I mean, this a work? I'm just watching a video. This is easy easy work. But yeah, I mean, people chase their dreams, and to chase their dreams sometimes involves a lot of work.
besides that, I think this is really inspiring in my opinion. The next point would be friendliness and politeness. Americans are probably one of the most nicest people, and they're always ready to talk to you and are very open if they like or love something about you. They literally just say it to you, and they listen and are always, literally always super interested from where you come from, and just overall very friendly and very open-minded. And
I know.
Americans are also very polite. They will always
Honestly, sorry, I know this is true because basically I have all of you guys, and yeah, Americans are tremendous.
say sir, ma'am, madam, especially if you are a customer or a guest in a restaurant or hotel, and they always thank you. Basically, that saying the guest is a king, queen applies here very well. The next point would be diversity in America. In America are so many people from all around the world. There are many cultures, and they adjust and implement them in the daily lives here in America, and that's something I really, really love. Simply in almost every grocery store there is an international aisle, and especially if you go to a bigger city, you will see so much culture from people, making you feel like you are, for example, in India, but you're still in America. And they have streets called like Little India, Chinatown, Little
Oh
Germany, or
yeah.
Seafood City representing the Philippines, and the list goes of course on.
Okay, this is really interesting, and this was one of the biggest culture shocks here on YouTube for me, in a good way, of course. When I started getting more comments per video, I was reading the comments in my bed. That's how I read my comments most of the time, to be open with you. Doing my scroll. Okay, what the hell is going on here? And I saw Asians, Mexicans, African Americans, all of them, because I reacted to videos about different cultures, and the the amount of, let's say, different Americans, different in a good way, of course, because there is no typical American probably, but different cultures, different, basically diversity. And I was like, oh man, this is actually quite overwhelming in a good way because. I don't know. I mean, I'm just a random guy and see all of the different cultures interacting with me. It means a lot.
And you will find any food your heart desires from every culture, and it's so nice to talk to all of them and hear their stories and understand and experience their culture, and I don't even have to travel too far for that, and that's so amazing.
Actually, that's one of the reasons I believe you guys have great cuisine because the different, cultures end up bringing all the skills and you guys can appreciate the different food. Take a look at soul food, right? Man, looks so delicious. Then you guys have the more Tex-Mex because there is a Mexican influence in Texas, right? Man, you guys are lucky if you really think about it.
Especially for me because I'm always so interested in culture of different countries and what I can learn from them, and it's just so nice to be able to do it here.
Thank you.
Last but not least is awareness. Something I also love a lot about America is the awareness about many problems and situations people go through life. For example, mental health, the Me Too movement, the LGBT community, and the list goes on.
Oh boy. Okay. Here, I think opinions will be a bit more, split.
I'm so happy that these voices are being heard and cared about, and this is something that makes people feel more safe knowing they have somewhere to go to or talk to, and they're not alone in this, and there are so many people who have your back. And this is also something that influences other countries, and that's something, my opinion, really is more than amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna share my perspective on this. Be ready. Hot take. Take everything with a grain of salt. I think this is good, the awareness. But sometimes, I'm not gonna mention any movement, but some movements, they go a bit too far. I really believe this. And I feel like right now we are seeing a turning point in the world for that type of stuff. Because people end up getting too tired of that. Even though, you know, if you ever feel any type of discrimination, any type, could be because of your sex, could be because of your color, always seek help, always denunciate else, denunciate, expose that. I truly believe that that's how you should do it. But I also feel that sometimes those movements, not the victims or the victims, of course, but sometimes those movements they go a bit too far.
So these are the 5 things I love the most about America. Please notice these are just by my experience and my
Thank
opinions
you.
from what I've seen in the 3 years since I've been living here. And I'm very fortunate to
Really
live
enjoyed
here
the
and
video.
experience this beautiful country. And again, I can be more than happy and thankful that this country gave my husband and me so much opportunities and a home we can be together. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video and leave me a like and subscribe, and also leave me a comment what you love the most
My friends, her channel is on my description. Feel free to send there hello, I came from André or something.
about America. I would really love to hear your experience. So then, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!
Thank you. Okay, my friends, this was amazing. Thank you so much for watching this with me. Really means a lot. A lot of things here I was aware, but it's always good to see non-Americans showing some love to such a great country like America. And I'm sure that people that live have been living in America for generations at this point also feel good when people show respect, show love for the country you and your family and the building at the end of the day. So I think this is a really, really good video. So yeah, thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a like. See you guys in the next one. Bye, my friends.